Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon Silver. My name's Cody, and in the last episode we defeated Jasmine, the leader of the Olivine Gym, specialist in steel types. Now we're going to a gym leader who, to be honest, I think we could have done before Jasmine, except for the fact that I forgot to get strength in Olivine City. So, you know, we're just gonna do this open world. That's my excuse, is that, you know, I've been playing too much Breath of the Wild, so we're just doing this in whatever order. So, here's Chuck. He is the leader of a fighting type gym. Starts off with a Primeape. I start off with a Sudowoodo. You may be asking why. Why are you starting off with a half-dead Sudowoodo? That's a good question. I forgot to switch it out is the answer. I forgot to heal, I forgot to switch it out. And so that was a pointless starting Pokemon. So we're going to switch out to Haunter, who's also half dead. But in this case it doesn't even matter. You know, even though we tried so hard and got so far, it's not going to matter for Primeape. Because Primeape doesn't have any moves that can deal damage to a ghost type. Both its normal type and fighting type moves are completely non-effective. So Haunter is just going to roll on through. So we'll just stay with Haunter for now, because if I can get in a good amount of damage, even if Poliwrath takes it out. Oh, that's not good. You kind of go around learning HMs. That's not fair. You can't just go around critically hitting people. Okay, well, we're in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to have to go with Pitbull, because because Pitbull is always good for randomly attacking people. Pitbull likes to headbutt. Pitbull's headbutt has in fact been promoted to a strength recently. And, ooh, yikes, that was dangerous. As long as Pitbull does not hit herself in the head. Pitbull. Mizawa. What are you doing? That's not how you get Spanish girls. Alright, well, this is not going great. This Poliwrath is actually kind of a pain. And that Dynamic Punch is getting lucky. Yeah, don't do that. Because Dynamic Punch only has a 50% chance to hit. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm going to have to go with Cut, I guess, here on Flowrider. I was not expecting that. I just switched into Flowrider because I figured Surf won't do much damage against it. But actually, Flowrider doesn't have much that can do damage against this Poliwrath either. I mean, it's all well and good while I'm asleep. This Poliwrath has a real strategy, is that it puts them to sleep, it uses Mind Reader, which gives Dynamic Punch 100% hit rate, because it's usually only 50%. So that's what it does. The reason I'm happy to sacrifice a few of these Pokemon to just try and weaken this Poliwrath is because I wanted to make sure that I could finish it in one shot, because if you don't, these gym leaders use hyper potions and things, and it can just be a real pain. So we've had the setup. Now all we need is Kadabra to finish it off. Alright. That was... Look, both of these last gym battles have been tougher than I expected. I've actually been cruising through the game up until this point. But it's good to have some challenge finally. I like all of these moves better. Teleport I use for just quickly getting to... You can use it as like an escape rope or to quickly get back to a Pokemon Center. Cody receives Storm Badge. So all Pokemon up to level 70 can obey, and it also lets your Pokemon use Fly when not in battle. And I assume TM01 in this instance is Dynamic Punch. The TM numbers change which TMs they are between different generations. I think it may have been like Mega Punch in the original, though it was though I'm not sure. It might have just been one of the earliest ones you get, but yeah, we get Dynamic Punch. I'm not likely to use it because I'm not a big fan of these ones that require luck. These ones that are like, well, it gets super powerful, but it's only 50% hit rate. Like, I prefer, like, if I'm setting up for like a, you know, fairly competitive sort of battling team, I might choose like Flamethrower over Fire Blast or something, just because, you know, it's a fair amount weaker, but it also doesn't miss. And you might say, oh, Fire Blast, it's got like an 85% hit rate. So what that means is that it's got like a 10% hit rate. You can't trust it. Across the sea to get here, that must have been hard. It would have been much easier if your Pokemon knew how to fly. Ooh. So we receive HM02 just as when we talked to her earlier, she suggested such a thing. Teach fly to your Pokemon. You'll be able to fly instantly to anywhere you visit it. So that's very good. I like fly. Fly is one of my faves. There's only one trouble. It's that we don't have any Pokemon that can learn fly. So we are going to have to take some of the team that we know and love and put them in the box. I'm probably going to do it with Sudowoodo, because Sudowoodo has been sort of helpful, but I never had really any plans for Sudowoodo. So Sudowoodo is like a backup dancer. So instead, we could go with... Should we go with Scyther? No, we can't go with Scyther because Scyther for some reason is unable to learn fly. Should we go with Spearow? No, because that's someone else's Pokemon and they'll probably ask for it back at some point. Should we go with Zubat? No, because Zubat also can't learn fly for some reason. So we're going to have to go with Hoot Hoot, who doesn't have much of a purpose in my team, to be honest, apart from knowing fly. Hello, Joey. Our Pokemon are doing great. That's good. Oh, that reminds me. Joey challenged me to a battle earlier on. I need to, now that I know fly, I need to go visit him. So let's teach fly to our Pokemon first. We'll give it to Hoot Hoot. Yeah, this is one of the things I like about the newer games, is that it's much improved not having to have people who, you know, Pokemon specifically to do this stuff for you. Flash. Let's see if Flash... Yeah, Hoot Hoot can learn Flash, so I'm gonna just have Hoot Hoot as random HM's Pokemon, because I don't want to teach Flash to anyone that I care about, because Flash is just like capital B bad. I'm not Mike Jackson bad, just bad, bad, bad. That kind of bad. So if we have a look at our new Hoot Hoot, we have the option to Flash or Fly. And we're going to choose Fly in this instance, actually. So if we go to Cherry Grove City, is Cherry Grove where you go? Is Cherry Grove where you go to see Joey? Because that's where we're going. Joey challenged us to a Pokemon battle. I don't remember if it was on screen or not. And I'm not sure if that offer is still standing, but if it is, we really want to go see Joey. Because Joey's our favorite. Joey tells us all about Rattata, and how great Rattata is, and how he's been battling with this Rattata. Oh, exciting new Pokemon encounters here in the world of Lobby Land. But yeah. Oh, what is this? It's a fruit-bearing tree with a berry. which is actually useful because there's a cow that we need to save. I think Joey's over here. Yep. And welcome to a rematch of something from very early on. Youngster Joey would like to battle. Oh, he doesn't just have a top percentage Rattata anymore. He's got something a little more exciting. It's strong enough now to become a Raticate. Which, if you heard the pun there in the name, you might not realize, but eradicate, to become eradicate, that's not my pun, that's the game's. That's the game's pun. Because half of the... Look, Pokemon names are usually either puns or references, or they were puns or references in the original Japanese, and they didn't bother to translate it. So... Yeah, we just defeated Youngster Joey. Because... why not? Well, no, because it's a Raticate, not a why not that he's got, but you know what I mean. So if we head over to Goldenrod City, I have a feeling we might find something new here, because I don't remember when it triggers, to be honest. Take over the radio tower? What? It's none of your business. Because, yeah, you can see there's a Team Rocket member that wasn't here before. And at some point you're meant to come back to Goldenrod, but I don't remember when, to be honest. Well, let's see how Professor Oak's doing. Pidgey may be seen around Route 29. Okay, so you're still useless. Alright, well that's fine. I actually had some stuff to do at the Pokemon Mart down here. Alright. Alright, and we have flown all the way over to Ecrudiac City, which is where we took a left turn. It might be easy to show you on the map. Where we went last time was to head off along this route to Olivine City and then to Cianwood City. But there's actually a direction to the right that we didn't go. Mount Mortar is like a maze. Be careful, don't get lost in there. So you can see, we could swim across or we could go up in the mountain. Well, now that we've brought a Pokemon with us that conveniently enough, that is not the Pokemon tab, that conveniently enough knows Flash, which I for some reason skipped past. It's because I'd never used Flash, so I just defaulted to Fly. We can go through this mountain. And who wants to go through this mountain in style? I do. Which is to say I'm going to use a Repel. Or a Super Repel, which is like a Repel except even better. Because, to be honest, I don't really remember much of what's here. I know there's something going on. And you can see there's like a little strength puzzle up there. There's ladders going on here. Like something is happening here. Something is happening that involves us getting lots of cool items. But I think we may come back here if it's relevant, because for now I think the exit we were seeking is just over here. Which will lead us... Let's find out. I was not expecting that. I thought that you would tell me what place I had come to and not whine about how this was your secret place, but that's fine. I am stronger than you. That's because we had access to this mountain previously before we did the last two gyms. Which is why I was going to avoid stuff, because I've just been doing this in a sort of haphazard order, which I've just been happy to do just because it's sort of a Cody thing to do, isn't it? Like, you've seen people do, you know, you've seen people play Pokemon Silver before. What's special about my playthrough is that I'm doing it. Like, that's what differentiates this from other playthroughs. So I wanted to try and I wanted to try and make that something that mattered. That's my excuse for saying I didn't think about what I was going to do before I did it. But that sounds much better, doesn't it? Just to be able to say, oh, Cody was just being sporadic and interesting, and he was thinking about you. But no, I actually just... It's been a while since I played Silver, and I just went in whatever direction I felt like. And that is perfectly fine. Because now I have all sorts of fun experiences, and so do you. Alright, let's take out this hiker, and then in the next episode we'll head to the right to where... Oh, sorry Geodude, I was not paying attention. I would have defeated you in a less embarrassing way if I'd been paying attention, because I know that must be just super embarrassing for a dog to come and use a normal type move and kill you in one hit. Like, that must be... Your friends must be just laughing at you. Going, look at this Geodude, more like a Geo-nerd. Geo-nerd is the, of course, the variant that appears in Alola. It's a Geodude wearing glasses, which is actually a ground and nerd type Pokemon. Route 42, Critiac City to Mahogany Town. Well, we will see about that in the next episode. See you then.